Across the vast plains of Zimbabwe, where the sun sets in golden fire and the rivers sing through the valleys, 5 mighty guardians walk the land. They are not kings in crowns, but rulers of courage, wisdom, and strength. Tonight, I will share with you the ancient folktale of the Big Five: elephant, lion, leopard, buffalo, and the rhinoceros. Their story is not only about the world, but about the lessons we can all carry in our own lives, no matter where we come from. So sit close and listen to the story of the great guardians of Zimbabwe. Long, long before the first drumbeat echoed through the valleys, before the smoke of cooking fires curled into the sky, the land we now call Zimbabwe was young and restless. Mountains rose like proud forefathers. Rivers carved their paths like storytellers writing in the sand. And the forests sang with voices of animals. The Creator, Mwari, looked upon the land and saw the beauty, but also danger. The people still learning the ways of survival were fragile. The land needed guardians, beings who would not wear crowns of gold, but carry gifts of strength, wisdom, and courage. So the Creator gathered all animals in the great plain beneath the towering baobab tree. The birds filled the branches, reptiles buzzed on the warm stones, and creatures of every shape gathered. The ground trembled as the gathering began. Mwari, the Creator, spoke. Among you, I shall choose 5 to be the great guardians of this land. You will guide the people, protect the wilderness, and teach the world lessons that will never fade. The animals waited, eyes wide, hearts pounding. Out of the crowd, 5 stepped forward. The first was the elephant, tall as the trees and strong as the mountain. His tusks gleamed like ivory moons, and his eyes carried the weight of centuries. Mwari touched him and said, "You, elephant, shall carry the wisdom of the land. Your memory will never fade. You will know the hidden paths to the water when the river dry. You will remember the roots that heal when sickness strikes. You will guard the ways of the families and never let the bond between kin be broken." The elephant bowed his mighty head and turned to the people. "Children of the soil, remember always, do not forget your forefathers. Do not forget the lessons of the old. Families must stand together as my head stands together. Without memory, you are like a leaf blown by the wind." From then on, the elephant became a living library of the wild. Even today, when drought strikes Zimbabwe, elephants still know where the secret watering holes lie, guiding not just their kind, but also other creatures. So the elephant teaches us wisdom, memory, and family unity. Next, the lion stepped forward. His mane blazed like fire at sunset, and his roar rolled across the plains like thunder. Animals bowed, for even before Mwari touched him, he carried the aura of a king. Mwari said, "You, lion, shall be the heart of courage. You will walk with dignity and lead with strength. Your roar will remind the world that fear should never silence justice." The lion lifted its head proudly and spoke to the people. Courage is not foolishness. It is not the blind charge of reckless. Courage is standing when others run, speaking when others are silent, and protecting when others cannot. Lead with justice, not cruelty. Be brave, but also wise. That is why the lion is feared and respected across the world. His roar can be heard up to 8 kilometers away, reminding of all his strength. The lion teaches us leadership and protection of the weak. From the shadows, the leopard emerged. She was quiet, her spotted coat blending with the grass as if night itself had given birth to her. Her steps were soft, yet her eyes were sharp, missing nothing. Marie placed a hand upon her head. You, leopard, shall carry the gift of patience and strategy. You will wait for the right time, for the wise know that rushing brings ruin. Your spotted coat will remind the world that life is many-sided, with hidden parts and secret meanings. The leopard spoke, her voice calm but firm. People of the earth, learn from me. Do not waste strength in endless running. Wait, watch, and act when the moment is right. Just as I climb silently and leap with precision, you too must move with wisdom in your choices. Even today, the leopard is admired for its unmatched hunting skill. It stalks in silence, blends into the land, and strikes with perfect timing. So the leopard teaches patience, strategy, and foresight. The ground shook as the buffalo came forward, dark as storm clouds. His horns curled like crescent moons. He snorted, and even the lion stepped back. Alone, the buffalo was fierce, but in her head, he was invincible. Marie smiled and said, "Your buffalo shall be the horn of strength, not the strength of one, but the strength of many. Alone you are mighty, but together you are unstoppable. Teach the people that unity is a shield that no spear can pierce." The buffalo stamped the ground and declared, "Stand together, children of men. Protect one another. Do not abandon the weak. For when one is lost, the head is wounded. Let loyalty bind you, and you will overcome any storm." Indeed, buffalo heads are known to circle around their calves when lions attack. Horns outwards, protecting their young with fierce loyalty. So the buffalo teaches unity, resilience, and loyalty to community. Last was the rhinoceros, massive and armored, his horn glinting like a spear of stone. He moved slowly, but his strength was undeniable. His eyes were calm, yet when threatened, he charged with unstoppable force. Marie laid a hand upon his back and said, "You, rhino, shall be the guardian of the land. You will defend it with all your might. Be humble in peace, but mighty in protection. Let your horn remind the world that nature must never be destroyed." The rhino lifted his head and spoke to the people. "Respect the land, for it is the mother that feeds you. Take what you need, but never destroy what gives you life. Protect the rivers, the trees, and the soil, for without them you are nothing." The rhino became a symbol of guardianship. Even today, though they face dangers from hunters and poachers, their spirit reminds humanity of need to protect the earth. The rhino therefore teaches protection, humility, and guardianship of nature. Why are they called the Big Five? As generations passed, hunters from across the world came to Africa. They called these animals the Big Five, not because they were the largest, but because they were the most difficult and dangerous to hunt on foot. But the elders of Zimbabwe say they are big because of the greatness of their lessons, and so the Big Five became the guardians of Zimbabwe. But their message was not for Zimbabwe alone, it was for the whole world. If nations remembered like the elephant, wars would not repeat mistakes of the past. If leaders ruled with courage of the lion, people would be safe and guided. If individuals acted with the patience of the leopard, fewer decisions would lead to regret. If communities stood together like the buffalo, no one would be left behind. If humanity protected the earth like the rhino, rivers would flow, forests would thrive, and children would inherit a living planet. The elders say The big five are not just animals, they are living proverbs. They walk the bush, but their footsteps echo in the hearts of men. Even today, when you walk in Hwange National Park or along the Zambezi River or through the Matopo Hills, you may see the big five. When you do, remember they are not just sites of cameras, not trophies for hunters, but guardians telling the same old story. Remember your past. Be brave. Wait for the right time. Stand together. Protect the earth. And perhaps if the world listens, peace will be as strong as a herd, as patient as a leopard, as wise as the elephant, as brave as a lion, and as protective as the rhino. Thus ends the tale of the big five of Zimbabwe, the great guardians of the land. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.